get worse.
Shouldn't
get worse.
I kicked it with the little Casey watch. Straight. You good?
Let's get it.
This boy's good. Yeah.
She might be on the live.
That's why I started my after. You talking about?
Oh yeah, she tuning in. Just make sure you wave.
Wave.
Heck no.
Say I see you peeping.
It's me in the middle. Alright, boys good. Boys good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yo. Welcome to a whole lot of nothing podcast, man. A podcast about a whole lot of nothing, man. We back in this thing, y'all. Another week, another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, man. Introducing ourselves, man. I'm your boy Zoe, man. To my far left, we got my boy Watt.
Your boy B. Watt back in the flesh.
And we got our special guest. Hey, it's Big Sis.
Hey, big sis, Lady Red.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. We got to let her in. It's her birthday tomorrow, so we said we're going to head bless her with a little podcast for the birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
Show a little happy early.
Show a little happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
happy
it.
early birthday.
Leo season in town.
Okay.
No hating needed. You know.
And then we got the usual suspects, man. To my right, we got my boy John.
You know what it is, man.
And we got my boy EJ.
Jizzle.
Hey, Milk Carton Boys, man.
Milk Carton
I've been here
Boys.
twice. 2 weeks in a row. You can't say that no more.
I know.
Boy,
now
I was
weeks
on
in a row.
vacation, so you know what I'm saying. I got a valid reason.
Yeah,
Then we got
you
Carmen San Diego Meal that ain't here now. Joker here.
Hey, he on vacation too.
I'm
Shoot.
in San Diego.
Yeah,
Hey,
he kicking it.
travel.
Okay.
So I said it last week.
Yeah, that's facts.
Goals.
Nah,
Hey,
just keep
you
working.
out there
You
living.
get that.
I'm
Nah,
getting
but
that.
yeah. He out there traveling, man. He out there living his life, man. He come back, I guess, tomorrow. So
Yeah.
shout out to Mill. I be feeling
Mhm.
like, I guess we shouldn't tell when boys out traveling. Is that not a good move?
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
You know, typically they say, like, one of the big things they say, like, when you're traveling, don't post while you're traveling. Like, wait till you get back to post. Because that's how people know that you're not at home. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah.
if anybody else is there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, you're more prone, I guess, just more prone. I would say, right? I mean,
Agreed.
I've heard of it, so I mean, no, I
Boy,
know
I was
people
out
quick to post.
Boy, I was out there posting
Tidbits.
like a mother.
Tips
Cause I
and
mean, you
tricks.
could like now, like, I know you're not home.
Right.
I don't know.
EJ, whole family
Yeah.
not home.
Yeah,
Like everybody.
Everybody gone.
Yeah.
Boy, hey, let's hit that lick tonight.
I'm just saying, so I don't know. I mean, just maybe something to consider when traveling. Maybe not to post it when you're
Yeah,
traveling.
that's a
That's just
good
something I've
idea.
heard before.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how they probably did it back in the day. Well, you know,
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
Wait, I'm gonna let you handle it, John. I'm gonna let you handle it.
Where are they posting back in the day?
And that's what I'm saying. I was about to get to that. man.
Sending
Back
out
in the day.
postcards to let people know, hey, I'm not home.
I guess Zoe trying to get back to the old school. So
No, I'm just letting. I'm trying to let people not get their doors kicked in, but by
That's
all
facts.
means,
Facts.
it's flocking season. But anyways, man, we're gonna get right into it, man. Right into this podcast. So we was talking about it right before. So I didn't know we was gonna have this discussion on the podcast, but it seemed like it was a hot topic in our group chat. So we go ahead and get into it. So, you know, it's been a hot boy summer.
Has it?
Hot boy trying to catch up.
It was
on
a
the
hot boy
con-
winter for me.
It's hot
Well,
boy.
Hot boy winter.
We know when they
My
got the big
summer
thing.
is
Hot-
Yeah.
simmered down.
Okay.
I understand, but you know, you got hot girls versus hot boys. It's been
That's
a
facts.
competition of who can one up who, and there's been a lot of stuff. Just
Yeah.
like competition, like, you know, hot girls trying to win out here,
Fair
trying
enough.
to take the
We
summer.
are.
Hot
Mhm.
boys fighting back for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, your boy back in the streets,
Yeah, you know.
welcome back.
All the way.
Welcome back.
in the streets.
Back in this thing, man.
So-
Jersey has come down.
The Rafters.
The
The
Rafters.
Rafters.
The free
Man.
agency, you know.
Yeah.
So
Jersey is
free
no
agency.
longer in the Rafters, man. So
Boy, thought
Read
he was
between the
I thought you was
lines.
gone, man.
Yeah, man, you know, but I'm on a 10-day contract. I was almost in the big three. But
I was
now-
in the big-
They still make bread. So
They make bread, but they ain't the same TV time.
Yeah,
but now I'm
they-
back out
they-
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
Free agency. Summer league is done with. I'm in the Drew League right now,
Yeah.
working on my
Yeah.
game
for sure.
before the season starts.
training
For
camp.
sure.
Boy, training
For
camp
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Drew League, you know, you get your shots out. It look all, you know, baller's life, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You
so
look good during the drills.
yeah,
Game, you
You
gotta
gotta get out there and freeze up.
hey, That joker.
Get off the ball, boy.
Joker rely on that pressure on you. Joker can't dribble, can't go left. He can't go left.
I was looking at the ref like, it's you. It's you.
Oh yeah, that first time you find out Joker can't hoop when you throw that pass to him and he drop it.
Yeah.
Me.
Or he get off of it real quick.
Pass.
Hey, he be open. He be open.
You be like, fam.
He be open. He be like,
Nah, yeah, you try to pass him, you be like, clear out. That Joker got the mismatch. You be like,
boy.
this ain't that mismatch.
Go to work.
You be like, nah.
he look over there for a second.
Oh, you be like, all right, damn, I
was
made the
open,
wrong
man.
selection.
Like, I was open, man. Boy, you ain't finna do nothing with
You
it.
be like that Joker. That first shot go up, you be like, oh, he not a hooper.
He ain't trying to hoop today.
Dog, that might hurt your spirit when you choose that big man that can't hoop.
Yeah, he get blowing that layup.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of blowing layups, was a great transition, John. So,
That's what I do.
I guess I gonna get a backstory. So I tried to shoot my shot. I started off with I was at work. Pop sent me a picture. Bang, bang, bang. 3 of them things. I was like, I said, and all he said was, she 25 and work at Southwest. Y'all at home that's watching this, she was what that is. So I told her.
What that is. Like, for real.
I'll sign on it.
So I was like,
Look in the camera and say it.
I gotta look you eye to eye. Yeah, she was cold.
Zoom in.
She was
Zoom in on the Mars.
She was cold for real.
Yeah, she
All
was-
shout outs. Hey, yeah. So,
She was
but
cold.
but she was fine though. Nonetheless, speaking of fine, I had a conversation with a lady. I just wonder what y'all's topic. So, what do y'all describe a lady that just got a cute face? Like her face is cute. Like,
Yeah.
what do you
Probably pretty.
you say she pretty?
Or
Sure.
I mean, I
Cute.
could say she fine too.
No.
Cause everybody had different terms like cute or pretty.
I would
Fine,
say she look
sexy.
cutie or something. She look cute.
That means
Yeah,
that just means her
yeah.
face is what that is.
Yeah, fine is.
Well, I'm trying
It
to-
could mean a lot of things.
Yeah,
It could.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
a
let
lot
me
of
explain. So if I say she cute, or maybe pretty, but I typically say cute. I mean her face is like.
Okay.
What
she
that
got-
is.
Yeah.
If I say she's sexy, it's gonna probably mean most of her body, like
Okay.
her body language.
Body
If I say she
language.
fine, she
Yeah.
got face and body.
Yeah.
I say bad if she like.
Yeah.
she
A little
got bone, I
baddie.
say, man, she
So you
got
say
baddie.
she okay bad. What about if she just got body?
She fine.
Nah,
She
even
got
if she just got body, I never say she fine.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
say
saying.
that.
I just
Fine
say
is-
she got body.
Yeah, I would say him say she got a body.
So she
You
you
know,
just say you just
boys
straight.
used to say
fat.
butterhead back in the day.
Well, I understand.
People still say that.
What ahead mean like she just straight ugly?
Ugly, yeah.
I'm just saying like okay, you back then she got body. Okay, I just wonder what terminology. So, but when she got y'all use pretty cute.
But I
Yeah, I
use
use-
fine though. I use fine still, even if
Even if it's just face.
even
just
if
use
it's just
fine.
face, I still use.
I think I
fine.
would say fine and then just define it afterwards.
Yeah, cause to me, fine can I could be
Yeah.
like, damn, she fine, or she fine, like you know what I mean. It's a
Boy
bunch
be
of-
like, your boy be like, what you see? What
Yeah.
you see? I don't see.
Yeah,
Oh, she just
and
got a
then
body,
yeah.
dog.
Or she,
Oh,
nah,
okay,
she
okay,
just
okay.
pretty, like, and then you just go in from there.
She real pretty.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just real pretty, yeah, or
Okay.
whatever.
Oh, for a female, so you say cute, it's just the face. Does that mean you just trying to be nice and brushing me out?
Nah, I mean I wouldn't say that.
You saying that's how you guys
That's-
perceive
Like
it?
if a dude tell you like, oh you cute.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
right.
not trying to
Okay.
hurt your feelings.
Like,
but,
ah, you
know,
alright.
you're cute.
Nah,
Yeah.
That means
Nah,
that
I
you're
just
bad
straight
if
be
you
like,
just-
yeah, alright.
You know what I'm saying? You straight.
I mean, but that does.
Hey, no cap though. No matter what I see, now she fine, cute, whatever. Somebody else is showing me, I'm always saying, oh, she's straight.
Yeah,
Straight.
My straight is my go-to. I'm never gonna like show my card.
But
Or,
it could be so
or I
many
say
versions.
solid.
this
I say solid.
Then
Yeah,
you
solid is
like,
good.
this my daughter right here. You be like, oh, okay, yeah, she's straight.
solid.
Yeah, yeah, she's solid.
Yeah,
I
solid.
say solid.
Solid.
Say
It's-
solid to the
I
mom.
say
Instead of
straight.
alright, I say solid. I say
Okay.
solid.
Yeah, alright, solid. But she's straight. That could be considered.
Yeah, that could be
you know,
considered bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
it could be
straight. She
bad.
ain't
It could
cute
be
at all.
good.
No
I
face,
feel like
no
alright.
nothing.
Yeah, I said straight is pretty neutral.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not.
yeah,
gonna-
She's straight probably being nice.
I'm not finna be like, dang, your daughter fine, or you know what I mean, or nah,
Yeah.
she ain't what that is. So straight, pretty.
You hit him with that. That's your dog.
They already know this.
He said, hold on.
You grab the phone. Hold on.
She go to school where?
Yeah.
That's my daughter.
That's my daughter, young man.
That's funny.
Nice and wholesome. Nice and
For real.
nice and wholesome now. All right.
So I'm sorry for cutting off the story. I had that conversation. I was like, so when I say she fine, that means she had face. That's why I describe this young lady as fine.
Gotcha.
So Pops gave me so I told him next text, boom, I need that.
I need that.
Okay.
And so he was like, all right, I'll work on it. I'm thinking, but then I started asking the question, well, she was too fine to be a mechanic, Pops mechanic. So I'm like, I know she ain't no mechanic.
Right.
So I'm like, dog, how you know her?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like she just moved Florida, she worked in the X department.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much information on her. She worked in X department, so I was like, oh, okay. And then he sent me the IG, but it was like a picture of IG or whatever. It's weird. I was like, wait a minute.
So it was just like a screenshot.
Kind of, not even really a screenshot. The way he did it, it was kind of crap. But almost, I don't know. It looked like he took a picture
Like
of it
off
off
of
it.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
So I'm like, all right, who know her?
Yeah.
This is now. I'm asking my question who know her?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody working directly? Have you had an actual conversation? Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, nah, it's not really. It's just she just that chick that everybody
Yeah,
she
they know
fine.
about. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. So I had to check out the IG.
Had to. Gotta do that.
Got to do that.
Gotta investigate.
It wasn't
Oh,
private.
yeah.
No.
Wasn't
You gotta make sure it's real.
It's public. Oh, and it's real.
public
Nah,
record.
I think I seen it.
Yeah, so.
So
Sheesh.
we'll leave it at that. Sheesh. Sheesh was what it was.
Yeah.
And so saying it, so I was like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yes, it is. So then I'm like, all right. So then I hit the group. I hit the boys.
Hold on.
I hit y'all first.
But did you send the invite before you hit us?
I think you did.
Did I send the invite?
Yes, fam.
Maybe
you
I
jumped
did.
the gun.
I think you
Send
jumped.
the invite to jump the gun?
Why he gone ahead and
Send the
Did
invite
you?
not really
Did
jumping
you?
the gun.
No,
I don't know if I did.
no, not the invite. Excuse me.
I just
misspoke.
wrote her.
Not the invite. The invite to the event.
No, I didn't. I hit y'all up first.
Okay, go ahead.
I hit y'all up first.
I thought you had.
Because I remember I was like,
Oh, yeah, you
dog, I
asked.
need to, what's the play to how to get in the DM?
Yeah.
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 Blah, blah, blah. I was hitting y'all up.
Mm-hmm.
I was also conversing with a female at work about it too. So I was like, what's the play? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting both of y'all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when y'all checking out, but then, I don't know. I don't remember what.
You got impatient.
Yeah,
I got
and,
impatient.
and boys start
You got
boys start
impatient.
getting on your head. And
Boy got
start scrolling
impatient.
through them pics?
That boy said, "I got to get this right now."
boy say,
Nah, I gotta add
hey,
this
that boy
right,
scroll
right
through the
now.
pics. All right, hey, y'all playing now?
Y'all
What's
playing.
the
Hurry
what's the
up.
word,
Finna
dog?
get in. Hey,
Right.
finna check in. And he start.
So anyway, so I was like, all right, well, what's the way to shoot your shot where it ain't really a direct shooting your shot? Because the whole time, I got to make it to where she don't know me. And I'm like, she going to be like, where you come from?
Right.
You fall out the sky.
Exactly.
What
Mhm.
is all this? So it's going to come out awkward. And so I came with the approach. I was like, okay, well, we got an event that we doing 17th. Like, man, good plug in to go ahead and plug it in. We didn't do it last week.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, my boy, frat brother, DeJuan Claiborne, having an event down here in Dallas, the 17th of August.
Mm-hmm.
I will put the link and all the information down here. We're also giving away 2 VIP tickets as well to the event. It's kind of like a networking type event, but it's a open bar. It'll be live music, just good vibes, good people, man. You come out and get to know a lot of new people, and it'll be a good deal. I think we're going to be doing a live show there as well. So hope to see you there. And then the tickets are buy one, get one free right now, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think
Open bar.
Check your boys.
Yeah.
Keywords are open bar.
open busy.
Maybe like live music
Open.
and stuff. I saw that it was
Open.
the title of it was like DFW, like wine and whiskey
Yeah.
tasting.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah.
if you kind of want to know, it's gonna be wine, it's gonna be whiskey. You can taste it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You can act
networking.
civilized.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds like a vibe.
We gonna be there, yeah.
A
so
very good vibe.
Yeah.
There's a
Open
play.
bar.
If
You
you ain't
coming?
doing it on the 17th.
Oh yeah.
That's a Saturday. Yeah, for real.
Open
Open
bar.
bar can pretty much
Open-
get you in there right
You
there.
know that,
Okay,
you know the
boys
wine
gonna be
taste, you
litty.
gotta ask the sophisticated. You be like, this got a nice little.
Yeah.
Boy, all the boys say the same.
Cherry
You be like,
flavor.
boy, I'm just trying to get drunk.
Let me taste that one more time.
Real
Make sure it
time.
tastes.
Yeah, so it's
Can
gonna
I
be a
get
lot
a
of
full
taste.
cup of that one?
They be telling you about it, like, this is from the
Yeah,
Napa
yeah,
Valley.
Yeah,
Well,
appreciate it.
give me that, appreciate it.
Yeah.
So nah, so that was the event. So I put the link in there to
Yeah.
the event.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, hey, it's gonna come out weird, don't judge. Pops working Southwest, some others, they kept telling me, no, it's this female that I got to see. Right, so and they gave me IG. They gave me IG, and then so I said, so, reaching out, they also told me you just came in from Dallas. I don't know how long you whatever been here, acclimated, blah blah blah. This is an event that my podcast is going to or a part of, and if you're not doing that, you should attend. If you are, let me know. Try to get you in for the free or get you in for the free.
Right.
Boom, send that with the link. Then I followed it up. I was like, dog, I didn't introduce myself.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like,
So
Should've
it is
did
a
that
double.
first.
it
You
is-
should've
double
did that
back
first.
on it.
Well, I kind of had to on that part because I forgot to put my name in it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I got to put my name somewhere.
I mean,
So I,
it's-
so I said, dang, I forgot, to introduce myself. My name Alonzo.
Right.
And then, so still not really thinking, because I'm at work, so I'm really not. I should have waited.
Boy, trying to make a
Trying to
move on
jump
that
the gun.
boy.
He
Not
go-
necessarily-
he says,
seizing the moment, because I probably forget.
this man said, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Alonzo. Like, she know who he is, bro. Like,
Yeah, I take it like I knew, like she knew this.
hey, she know. Nigga, I'm
You
Alonzo.
know.
I'm
Nigga, hey,
Know me.
It's 5 people on this podcast, but nigga, I'm Alonzo, man. Hey, Big Zo, man. Period.
Big Zo, you don't know.
Alright? You know who I am.
So
Yeah.
did Julie
Yeah,
trying to get my
Alonzo.
game right. Sometimes
Dog.
I still had the breakaways on. I didn't get to take the breakaways
Oh,
out
yeah.
warming up the shot. You gotta take that layup drill serious, but the pregame you
No,
gotta
it's
take
layup drill serious, or it's an indicator how you gonna play in the game.
yeah.
No,
Coach,
no.
the way you been practicing, coach. You
Yeah.
you been BSing this whole week, son. That practice, that's why you
Yeah.
playing like
Real
trash.
talk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that practice is for real.
Coach be watching just you in the warm up line.
We're gonna cut some of your minutes today. We're gonna start Ricky Fontaine.
Nah, real talk.
So you ask
Boy.
how
Man.
you feeling, man?
Yeah.
I think I can go.
Yeah, nah.
But nah. Yeah. So you
So I double back.
double back and said,
Dang,
first,
I forgot.
I forgot. I'm Alonzo.
Yeah. So then she responded like,
Yeah.
"It's 5 of y'all on the podcast.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know which one to allow?"
Right. And
She did
then
put the LOL in there, but
yeah. And then
No, she's trying to figure out who Alonzo
yeah, she
is.
was like, so it's 5 of y'all. She probably like, how the hell I'm gonna know who
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hell
yeah. I
is
just like
Alonzo
put little
is? 5 of
sound.
y'all. I'm just like, yeah.
But that's the hard thing about DMs. You don't really know the tone.
no, you know
Yeah,
what?
you don't know the
what you
tone
should have
at
done. You
all.
should have prepared it
She put the LOL
before you
though.
put it in there. You should have just prepared the whole
You
list.
you should have briefed. You should have.
I should have let y'all approve.
Yeah, you should have let us proofread. That's exactly what you should have did.
But I
Send it
had-
out.
I had-
Hey, like, dog, I'm thinking about sending this right here.
What
Boys
you
would have
think?
been like, hold up, or that's
Yeah.
good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or
I
let
ain't
me
gonna
let me
lie.
revise this right here.
He got the whole concept. It was just out of order.
It was out of
It was
order.
out of order. It
That's
really was.
exactly what
I
it
had
was.
everything that needed to be
It was
in
out
there,
of
but it just
order.
could have been positioned differently.
Yeah.
Once again, whatever. So I shot the shot there, and I did that, and she double back. Which one is y'all?
Yeah, she double back. Which
And
one is
then,
y'all?
so I did the little emoji man with the face on hand, like
Like shaking my head or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
tried to make it a little
Boys
bit more
messed
comical.
up.
Right.
Make it like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but I was like, it's the podcast page because I don't have
Mhm.
IG. I don't have on IG, and so it's a podcast page. I'm like, man, I'm not really just gonna send no picture or nothing
Right.
of myself. I'm not
You
doing
get
that.
that
Like, you can go.
On the podcast page.
You could.
That boy be in that thing.
But nah. But all right. So
she just showed up.
anyway.
I can clean.
It did,
Ah.
oh God! Oh God! Should have
Boy,
put a
be that
lifting pic
In
in
the
there,
right angle.
but nah,
Nah, not doing that.
bro.
Nah, not doing that. Not doing that at all. You're not catching me slipping out here looking like bozo.
So,
Nah.
It's stupid.
all right. So then after that,
So I was like, well, I can see you same pictures on the podcast. I was like, hey, I'm the one in the middle.
so fam, he puts the podcast logo
The logo,
in the
it's-
DM.
It's already on the
It's already on the page, fam.
Yeah,
He puts
you
it.
see it?
He put it in the DM and say, yeah, "I'm the one in the middle." Nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Yeah, the one in the
Oh,
middle.
go watch the podcast.
And then, yeah, hold on, that ain't it. Though. He says, "I'm the one in the middle, but I'll send you a better one after work."
Oh yeah, and which I never did. Which I never.
Dog, at this point we scrambling, nah? You know
We
what I mean?
scrambling, man.
We scrambling. We just trying to catch up. He said, "I'm the one in the middle, man.
The picture on the page.
But I'm gonna send you another one after work, though, or even better one. Understand me?"
Yeah,
I said,
which I never did.
"Boy, I looked in there. I looked in the DMs. I said, God damn,
But it
son.
was. But
He had everything. It just was.
Yeah, it was out of order.
It's out of order."
it don't matter though.
It was
It's
out of
all it's all for fun anyway. So, cause I'm like the whole time like I know like everybody can see the DMs. So
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like whatever. Like I'm like boys gonna see this.
Yeah.
That what in the world. So
Nah,
then
it's a
so,
shot though.
so whatever. It's a shot. So she seen it. We all
Yeah,
seen it.
I-
She seen it.
Yes, he seen
No
it.
response.
No response.
Right? No
Mhm.
response. So then I was conversing with others. I was like, cause I'm not a DM person. I'm new to the DMs, and so I'm like, I don't like the DM vibe game. I'm like, I gotta get either the one-on-one isolated, and of course, naturally, it's impatient. I'm talking to
Very
older women.
impatient. That is
There you
that's
go.
the key.
Yeah, but
Impatient, son.
I'm just like, I just gotta get out of the DMs. Like, it can't just be back and forth to the DMs, let alone the podcast DMs. So
Yeah.
for a while, I'm like, everybody like, all right, you gotta create your own IG, create your own IG, create your own IG. I'm like, yeah, at some point, definitely need to do that. Gotta figure that part out. But I can't.
Boy,
I'm like, in my
man,
head, like, I
figure
can't
out.
create an IG right now and then try to shoot at her, cause that's gonna look like.
But
No, just to
Just
have
create
one.
one and
Yeah, and then
Yeah, but you was trying to. You didn't want to go out like that, pretty much.
Yeah, cause that's gonna be too long.
You was
drawn
like,
out.
man, you know, if I'm gonna go out, I'm
I'ma
gonna go out
I'm
my
going
way.
on my own story.
Okay.
That's how my day. So I'm talking to. See, this is the other thing that big up me. So two phases. So like one phase, I was at the gym. All the old ladies was just like, man. The older ladies was like, you just need to come at her like a man. Like, don't be around
No.
the DM. So like, tell her what you want. What
They
you
don't
looking for.
know about.
And
the
then if she
DMs.
wants you, she wants you. She don't, she don't. Like, ladies, we know why you in our DMs already. So don't try to beat around the bush. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, honestly, women always got dudes in their DM, so they really don't be.
And that's what she was saying. She was like, you gotta
Knowing about
understand, like it's also probably other. She's attractive. There's other men that's in her DM and
Yeah.
everything. So she was like, a lot of times to weave it out, like just get straight to the point, but also come at it like a man, respectful. Like they were like, we like to know what you want and what your intentions before we even pursue. Now, if she choose, and you gotta be willing to either take the rejection or not. Like,
Yeah.
don't try to play don't play no games. We like
Yeah.
a man that's like, she was like a man that's gonna tell me what they want at the gate and come at me like a man, quote unquote. Like, we gonna like that more than anything.
That's cap to me. But
Yeah, I'm about to say
That's what they said, and I was like, all of them. I was like, all right, I can maybe see how that. I was like, but still, I'm doing it for the podcast page. It's just, they was like, yeah, but just do it and then be done with it. Like, they was like, do it and be done with it. Like, bottom line, like.
bad advice.
yeah.
Terrible
Yeah.
advice.
So that was one. But then we get to John and his shawty. So I called John and his shawty up. I'm like, all right, what y'all think? I'm making this a whole event. This whole day was an event was about girl and shooting the shot. And so
that info.
yeah, so so I hit up John and his shawty. They both together there, and so they got mixed views. Like John playing Steve Kerr, Golden State, high percentage shot game.
Yes.
And so John, you go and say what your perspective was.
My whole thing was, okay, you already jumped the gun,
All right.
so, and then trying to, scramble and try to back it up,
Right.
that's not gonna work. At this point, because she already done seen the page, she
Mhm.
know like, okay, well, he's one in the middle, but it was still like this from the podcast page, everybody can see it, and then, it's just kind of out of nowhere too,
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, you're on her radar already now.
Let's regroup.
Yeah, so regroup, and then at a later time when it presents itself, then try again to where now you got your own IG page or you see her out, or you know what I'm saying, you got resources, you know what I'm saying, from the work. And so I would say play the waiting game because you have put yourself out there already, and she's like, okay, well, you know, he wasn't disrespectful. He, you know, he told me about this event. Cool, that was it.
That was it.
She still might hit you up before the event too. So
possibly. I mean,
it's
that's
possible.
why it's possible.
But you was basically saying it's no need to go back into the DMs
There's no
again.
need.
He was like, make your IG page. He was like, because he said she already see you on the podcast. Make your IG page. Like, he like build your own.
Build your
followers.
resume.
Build your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Build
I'm
your
like,
page
no,
up.
I don't know
But
how long it's gonna be.
I mean, even if you
It
didn't
ain't
do
gonna
that,
take that
you didn't even
long.
have to. Even if you didn't do that, we didn't have to go back into the DMs. That's all I'm saying.
So that's what John was preaching. John was preaching like,
Right.
get your own IG, build yourself up. She gonna see it, and then at the, I guess the right time, whatever, try your next shot,
Right.
but let it be spaced out.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
yeah, for
But
sure.
then his girl in there was like, nah, John, nah. She was like, she same thing as the other lady side. She was like, just tell her, like, come at it direct. He already in the DM. Now he already waist deep. Might as well gonna submerge yourself in.
That's how you drown.
She was like- she
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
going
that's
for
how
a
you
shot.
either gonna drown.
That's how you drown. This is terrible, terrible advice.
drown if
dog.
But
you do
at this point, I'm like, I guess for me, I'm like, okay, look, I'm gonna go out on my own sword. Like,
Yeah, see.
however I want to do it, just gonna do it, and then
Pride,
what
son.
happened, and just leave it at
Yeah.
that. Like, I mean, you can't just be like, I mean, oh my goodness, like it's her or nothing. You know what I mean? I don't even know her to even know if I even like her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even like conversed with. She could be weird as all get out. Like,
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Facts.
I'm like sweating
Yeah,
something
but-
that I don't even know.
But the boy still good.
But
she could
the
look-
key is
but
to
she look
get
good,
there
though.
to find out.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all I was trying to
And if you don't, what?
I mean, it ain't over with.
Ain't
Uh,
that-
It ain't over, but I'm just saying.
But so to keep going with the story, keep it in motion. So she just like, hey, you need to just go ahead, seize the moment. You're already in there today. Like, don't make a time lapse. If you're gonna jump back in there, jump back in it now, and just be direct with it. And so she was like with me, like proofreading it when we draw up the text or the DM or the message I put in there.
Wow.
So, like, before I sent it, like I was reading to her, like, what you think? She was like, yeah.
Oh, really?
She was like, yeah, that's it. And then so I did the last little, my final shot.
Yeah.
Went ahead, said, look, I forgot how it first started off. I forgot how it went. But,
Don't worry about it.
yeah, you can read it. Hey.
I know this is already all over the place. I should have just did this from the beginning because I'm not the DM's type, and I want to properly represent myself and come at you responsibly. When the time permits, for you, contact me.
Yeah. And put the number in there.
She thinking.
Put the number in there.
She thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
Oh,
it ain't like, see, in my head, this is how I always look in my head. If you ever like show your homies what I put, it at least gonna have to display or show as far as like, if they see it, you know what I mean? Like if she show a homegirl and they see it, like, look what he sent me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really all the way clown, be like,
Well, yeah,
he did
that's
kinda
true.
come respectfully, you know what
But
I
are
mean?
you-
Or-
I mean, yeah, that's.
I mean, at the end of the day, like,
You
that's
save face technically, you know what I mean, as far as from getting clowned, but is it gonna be effective?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
now
an
you're right
effective
now. It may not be effective, but
That's all I'm saying. You can get clowned, but it
I
be
mean,
effective.
honestly, she probably just like
true.
brushed it off.
Yeah, and for me, I'm like, she don't know me, like,
Yeah.
let alone like.
She get hollered at all the time. I know
Yeah.
for a fact she do.
Yeah, no cap. She getting hollered at.
Yeah, so I mean, so that's where like she still has not responded to the update, but
Yeah, see, it's still on scene.
But she might hit you up before the event. And,
You never
she
know.
might.
I doubt
pull up.
it.
Come see
I think
Alonzo.
it's, at this point, I think it's gonna take a
Like
somebody with their own IG to step in. Not necessarily me, but you know, somebody with their own IG to step in and kind of correct this thing. You know what I mean?
But see, in my head, if you do that, then it's gonna be like, oh, that's gonna confirm. Even though she already knows, it's already confirmed, so everybody's seen it. They're just gonna come back, man. What's really going on? All these jokers from the podcast.
Nah, you ain't even gotta say nothing.
Yeah, no, it ain't
You just
gotta-
be like,
But you
I
saying
need to get
somebody
off
with
the
their own
business
IG.
page. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about somebody with their own IG. Like, say one of y'all hit her up.
Oh, you saying?
Or maybe not even hit her up, but just
Follow her.
follow her or.
I wouldn't even do that because then
Yeah,
she's
that's
gonna know
not-
the crew know.
Then that's how she gonna know they go.
Yeah, she gonna.
But
know
what's
the crew
wrong
know.
with her knowing the crew now?
Nah, that might make it messy a little bit for
You
Zoe.
ain't gonna look weird. Just like, what's going on?
Cause then she gonna be
My
like,
boy,
well,
my boy.
what are what are his intentions now? It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
nah,
like
you
what
don't
is
want
what's
the
going on
whole
with this
crew
podcast? You know?
I guess.
So that one's a little tricky. But
Yeah, cause
say-
cause I did tell like I didn't have my own IG,
Right.
so I did
Just
display
make
it
this,
in
just
there.
make that joint one of these days.
See, yeah, I feel like I have to. But I really don't want to. Like, IG just weird when it's just you. Like, it's just weird. Like, what am I?
There's
going
gonna be so many people
But he don't
that's
have
gonna
social
follow you
media,
from my
so you know.
page.
But just like, but you pushing like, I'd be like, how do you even know what to post on IG? Like, what is that?
You
What are
don't
IG
page.
posts?
Yeah, how you?
I
post
feel
what
like
you
it's like
want.
you promoting yourself. Like, you got to be doing stuff to be like,
Well, maybe so.
yeah, like you don't want to be that joker. That's
Nah, I
you
mean,
can.
yeah, but you know, like if you go do something
I ain't
or
going out like that.
you with your boys or something, you know.
Here playing 2K.
Nah,
That's what
nah.
I'm saying. It had to be eventful.
No, that's something. If you would post something like that, that's some story. Nah.
Oh, you gotta be like, I feel like you gotta be
Right.
traveling. Like I be feeling like other people IG page, they be, and I mean it's all cap to
This
me,
is this is the image they portray.
Yeah.
but they be
Yeah.
looking like
you can
they
post when you
acting.
want,
Yeah, you
They
can
can
post
post
whatever,
every-
whatever you
Yeah,
want
you
to.
once a year, fam. You know
Yeah.
what I
I
mean?
don't
But
post pictures like that on my IG. Now my
Yeah.
story, I'm posting because
Yeah.
it's going away.
It's gonna
after a
go
while.
away.
mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no IG period. It just gotta be like a.
Then
special
I don't want to
picture.
follow.
Yeah,
I feel
like-
like it's like the sunken place. Like I be like, dog, you get an IG, then it's like,
It is
But you a
addictive
part
a
of
little
the
bit.
part of the
yeah, like
part of the
nah,
crew.
now I'm an IGer.
Yeah, now you part of that world.
Yeah,
mean,
then.
yeah.
But it's suit like
But you
might
already
pass up on
IGer,
boy you
fam,
supposed to
like-
be on.
Yeah, you be on the podcast.
You be
Yeah,
on the
but
podcast.
I've always
IG.
liked,
You're an IGer. You just don't realize it.
It's
but I've
facts.
Yeah.
always liked being the person that don't have an IG though.
I mean, it has its benefits.
It's
Yeah.
more
Like, that's my MO.
natural, organic interactions
Don't
like
just
that
get-
happens in
don't
your
get
life.
addicted.
But yeah,
Yeah, you can't get addicted.
Yeah, I mean it's pros and cons. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, stay tuned, y'all.
it don't hurt to have one.
Yeah, we'll see.
It could.
It
It
could.
could, yeah.
Yeah, it could.
It could hurt bad. But anyway,
Uh-oh.
Anyways, yeah. So speaking of finding, you know, the girl of your dream, because she was definitely all that. She was that
Chips.
nigga. Oh,
Yeah.
What?
That throwback.
She had it.
Yeah, she
that
was on there.
Hey, she was that.
yeah,
Hey,
she looked good, man. She
Yeah,
looked good.
yeah, but
She was
nonetheless,
solid.
She ain't hit
as
me back,
Aegis
so
or
whatever.
whatever.
Nah, she
Nah,
ain't
she was more than
solid.
solid.
She was more than
She
solid.
more than solid.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Yeah, whatever, man. We ain't gonna keep talking about her like that.
So what?
So that bring in the sis Kim. You had your topic on deck.
Oh yes. So I put on my Snapchat, tried to get a topic, and
Mhm.
everybody wants to know, not just for y'all per se, but for guys. So what is your ideal woman? And when y'all get y'all's ideal woman, why do they fumble?
Why do they fumble it?
Like it's in your hands. You got what you want.
I mean, so they crossed out like all the check boxes and everything.
Out of check
Well, first
boxes.
first part of the question you're asking, what is our ideal?
Yeah. So
woman?
what's your ideal woman? From the looks to personality. Answer carefully.
My ideal woman is my girlfriend.
Hey,
My
boys over there.
girlfriend, man. Hey,
All right, Jizzle.
she's
since
all
you-
that in
you-
a bag of chips.
You
man.
in the clear to answer that. Let me.
But describe it then. What makes it? What
Well,
makes it?
just-
What
Make
makes?
sure you're ideal.
Okay,
Make
well,
sure you're
first,
ideal.
well, all right, before, obviously, she has to be attractive, you know. This is just me. All right, she has to be attractive.
What attracts you to her though? Like,
Yeah, what's attractive?
But I say one thing that is really attractive to me is, first off, do you match my grind? All right, well, that's a little bit later on. But first off, like, can you hold it down? Like,
Okay.
cause me, fam, when you first meet me, when we first get together, it ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
and not saying, you know, it's
So
just gonna
gonna
be
be
some
tested.
bumps in the road. Like,
Yeah.
are you willing to, you know what I mean, ride period.
Okay.
Like, and if you riding, then I'm like,
But you're not gonna like organically create ways to see if she's gonna ride.
Right.
Just, but like
Right.
in those moments is when you're gonna really judge.
exactly. And
Not
then
judging, but-
not and even on top of that, it's just like, do you really mess with me? Like, do you really love me, dog? Like, I
Yeah.
can, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You
I
say
can
it.
I can tell. Do you really love me, bro? Like,
Yeah.
and you know, if you know, it may be a certain instance where y'all going through something, or just something she say or something she does for you, where it's like, damn, she really fuck with me.
What was
you
that
know what I
moment
mean?
for you with her though?
I don't want to get into it, but it's been plenty of moments, bro. Like, to be honest, there's been plenty of moments where
I
I just
remember you telling me about like when you're crossing,
oh yeah, like even though when I was
she
pledging,
was holding down.
she was pledging at the same time,
Still holding it
aka
down.
still holding it down,
Yeah.
fam. Bro, cooking for me, taking care of me, like, bro,
Yeah.
she was holding it down.
holding it down.
You know what I mean?
Respect.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, holding it down, being there, and then I'm just like, yeah, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's just, and that don't even got nothing to do with looks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just that type of attitude, that love and affection towards me. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. Like, cause my love language or whatever, like my top one is like acts of service. You know what I mean? So like, if you going out your way doing stuff for me, then I'm like, damn, you fuck with me. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's probably my top thing as far as if you say your perfect woman, you know what I mean? That's like my top deal. And then obviously, you know, I want you to be beautiful and everything, but if you got both of those, then shoot,
You can ride with
you
him.
can ride. We can do something.
Yeah, Jizzle, you single man?
I am. Man, I would just have to say somebody I could just like vibe with on the. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm single. I've met a whole bunch of women here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
Talk about it, sis.
it's it's for me. It's I don't know. It has to just hit me in the face like, man, this is a different vibe that you've been getting. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not the same.
Yeah,
as
it's
what
not
you,
the it's not the same stuff I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Making you get on your stuff, like meeting you where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
like,
Because you're gonna have to deal with it on a daily basis.
yeah.
Like,
But
That's true.
she accept you for who you are.
Yeah, for who
type
I
shit.
am.
Yeah,
Like,
like, you know, she ain't judging you.
There ain't no judgment.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that.
Facts,
Like,
yeah.
trying to push you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
help you get to
Yeah,
where you want to
exactly.
be. Yes, and that's another thing too, right there. Yeah, one that'll push you, bro, and take you to another level. And that's why I said match my grind. Like, man, we pushing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a goal in
Really
mind.
want to see you succeed.
Yeah, she want to see me succeed,
Yeah.
and vice versa. You know, so
And I feel like we past that stage of like, oh, she attractive and all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like you attract what you are. So
Yeah.
if you're attractive, you gonna attract attractive people.
oh yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I guess you gotta look way beyond looks.
Yeah,
Like,
it's way deeper than that.
Right.
like,
But how,
you have to be able to, and we all come from 2-parent homes. Like, you gotta be
Right.
able to deal with this person for the rest of your life. That's what you aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if you aiming for less than that, then
True.
what you
That's what I'm
aiming
saying.
for?
Cause Jizzle the only one that ain't really had a solidified like girl, like, you know what I mean? But that's his girlfriend. So like for me, it's really, I feel like maybe probably ladies in general want to know too, like what's your type, like what you looking for? Cause it's just like, okay, you've had plenty of girls. I mean,
Yeah.
that you holler, and I don't think you lead nobody on, which is a good thing. But what's your type though? Like how you know that either she like why say she down for you, like
Mm-hmm.
or like she accepts you, what do you, how do you know that
And I think just because, I've been single probably the longest out of anybody.
your whole life?
Yeah. I mean, like I've had, you know what I'm saying? It was where I didn't solidify it. You know what I'm saying? It was on me,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
just being immature, But
Okay.
I've had, you know what I'm saying? I've
No.
had.
Don't do
you
it
have
like
not.
Hey,
Your
don't do
whole
him
life,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm not,
Do it, look, man.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, to be honest, I feel like if it was me, that's the card that's probably gonna make whoever it is your girl. Like,
Yeah.
she's gonna
That much more
probably,
special.
hey, yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna feel more special when she realizes, like, dang, like you've never had a girl, like first one, or vice versa. Like she would have to understand, like you are my first girlfriend, so like you are gonna get different bumps in the road. You feel like how you not know this, and it's like, well, cause you my first legitimate like girlfriend. Like she has to know that as well, like and accept that part and like what's gonna come with that, cause there's gonna be things that come with that that she may not be used to. And I mean, you know, it is what it is. She gotta be accepting of it. But I mean, staying on the topic of your type. So I mean, because it's all about but how do you? I always like to know how do you know?
I was gonna say basically me wanting to go out of my way to do all this different stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been used to
doing your own thing.
You know what I'm saying? Now I want to please this person to the best of my
ability. So she making you change your behavior.
Yeah, making me change my behaviors, all that kind of stuff. Like,
and you like, she might have something.
But Jizzle got two sisters.
Yeah, they the same. Like
they
worse than me.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you feel like you run them through the sister test? Do you feel like what they?
Oh yeah, Yana and I ain't gonna let me know straight off the rip. Like before she even walk in the door. Like, nah, I don't like her.
Come on.
Yeah.
You hold tight to it.
I'll be like, man, hey, just get that mug a chance. You know what I'm saying? Get that mug a chance real quick.
Bring it back to your head that your sisters.
Oh yeah,
you gonna ask
if
why,
they can't
like,
get
why?
along with them, like, cause we close.
Yeah.
Like, if we can't get along with them, then you probably ain't got no luck.
You can, why and John don't really have that component. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't really have that. It just really maybe moms, but you know, like mom's evaluation always like is different.
Yeah, because it's old school.
Because it's always gonna come back as right, but you still gonna be like, oh, that's just mom.
Yeah,
mom.
Be mom. Yeah, exactly.
All
Your
right.
brother's gonna look out for you. So it's like, your brother can see it from your perspective too.
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cause women do take each other's perspectives. Cause like there was this one girl, they was on her side. I was like, y'all tripping
On me, nah, real
Like,
talk.
come
Cause
on.
like, boys do some foolishness.
Yeah.
And tell moms, hey, she tripping. Nah, nigga, you tripping. They be like,
Hey, come here. Y'all hear what he talking about? Oh yeah,
you supposed to be my
Why you
mom.
tripping? Like,
yeah, but
damn,
nah,
man,
yeah,
like,
moms
I ain't
will-
listen to
they'll
nobody,
get you,
man.
Nigga, moms get on your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
real
real
talk.
facts. What about
Real
you,
cool.
John?
So I guess for me,
Or what keep it? Well, I have you want to answer. I guess because obviously you got a guy. So how did you know she was?
well, I mean, so like when I first met my gal, I was in the middle of my hot boy winter,
Okay.
and so because I had just got
Greatest of all time.
Hey, me, EJ was running the street, boy.
Kobe and Shaq.
Nigga,
So you didn't even have to go through preseason drafting.
None of that.
Just off
I was real. Well, I mean, of course, after I broke up with my ex shawty, you know what I'm saying.
The rookie season of a lifetime.
It took maybe a couple months to where I was kind of doing my own thing, just kind of getting back to it, whatever. And then
the shot was still there though.
Shot was still
Don't
shot was
nowhere.
shot don't go away.
Shot don't go away.
crossover was just as nasty as it was 5 years ago. Yanking them. But and so after that mug, then so I was in the midst of my hot boy winter, whatever like that, and then I had met Shawty out one night, and I was drunk that night. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
Drunk
so
every night.
it's facts. But so I had seen her at the bar. It was at BBC. British Beverage coming for.
British beverage, guys.
British beverage.
just in case you didn't know.
And I was already kind of lit when I walked in there, but then I saw my boy Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mac.
And I was like, man, who is that? I need to meet her right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she was with a friend, so I was like, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Intrude on the friend group because she doing the thing, whatever. So I was like, I was telling myself, if I see her out again, I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Okay.
And so.
So you played the waiting game.
Exactly.
It was the same day.
Make it more natural.
What do you mean? Like it's the same day.
But you can't force yourself into the situation.
But he was still patient.
But that's two different situations.
It
you
is.
DM and you live. So.
Live.
Okay.
You gotta shoot your shot live.
Yeah, you can't
You
can't
can do it
ask for no
live, you can
request
do
and
it
not
all.
hit that
Right,
joint.
it's big fact.
Yeah.
Be like, hey fam, I thought you was gonna
Yeah.
Yeah, he be like, nah. And so I was walking, or me and EJ, we was walking the level, and so I had seen her walking up again. I was like, oh, bet. And so that's what I did, real smooth. I just put my phone out, and I just gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what I'm I'm saying, put your phone number down, whatever.
Mhm.
You know, and she grabbed the phone, put her arm around me, put it in there. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, bet, I'm gonna see you later, whatever. And then so it's funny because next day I didn't remember anything.
Mhm.
Dang.
But I have an app that helps me remember what contact that I had put in there. And so I was just
Shout out
texting
recent
all the numbers that I
contacts.
got. Recent contacts.
That's in
there
recent
you go.
context.
And so I was texting all the numbers that I got from that night. And I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is John. Nice to meet you last night. And it was just like a whole list of them. And so, but I remember, I remember her face though. From when I first saw her, I was like, okay, I need to figure out which one she is. And so, you know what I'm saying? After texting for a little bit, got the IG and I was like, bet, this is her. Cool.
But she didn't remember who you was either,
She
though.
did because she was drunk too.
Oh shit.
Oh, so you had an advantage. So she was drunk. You handed her the phone, so she felt obligated to put her number in your
But
phone.
no, but
Especially if
but-
she thought she was attractive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She
because
thought-
I'm
was
top.
drunk,
She,
though.
okay,
Yeah.
he cute. Okay, now I feel obligated.
He
to go.
gave me his
Okay.
phone.
Right.
But then after that, it's up to me with the conversation how
Right.
How
Yeah, how it
conversation
went,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
you had the number though. Once you got that number, it's you kind of in there for a little bit. Like you got your opportunity. It's a tight window, but you typically got your
Mhm.
opportunity. But
exactly.
how
And
is
so
she your type?
I'm getting there. And so like we went out to Blue Sake Grill. That was our first date. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, we was there for like 4 hours. We was just sitting there talking. And the thing that kind of got me with her was she was goofy as hell, just like me. She could hold a conversation. And then also, you know what I'm saying, she you know, she don't care what nobody else thinks. She's to be herself. You know, and you know, she just really just be out here doing her thing. Like she ain't worried about nobody else, but making sure that she good, that her money's good. Like she, you know what I'm saying, like she got to grind.
Dog,
Yeah,
you
so-
already got her, but what made her
No, that's what I'm
Tight.
saying.
Dog, you ain't gotta sell me on. I'm saying, but like,
What you looking for? A one word?
well, I'm saying like,
No,
yeah,
that's
like,
what
are you saying because like she?
Well, maybe
like,
he
her
not
type,
to
what-
that.
I'm saying your type though, like
To
like,
me, it's like, what is
Well,
that
she
one
was
thing
attract-
that
well, she's
stands out?
attractive.
she's attractive.
Definitely.
Okay.
But I would say that the one thing that attracted me to her the most was, or two things was her grind,
Okay,
and then also the fact that she's goofy as hell too.
okay. So you like people that are a little bit goofy. Sense of humor
Yeah.
is key to you,
Mhm.
Very key.
but they also gotta be grinding on it.
Yeah. And then also it's like I can be myself too.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
Yeah.
big.
That's
That's
true.
big.
Because if I gotta feel like I gotta kind of tone down who I
Yeah,
am to be
yeah.
around you, I ain't trying to be
You
around
gotta
you.
Nah,
change
yeah,
who
that's
you are.
big. That's
That's
big.
true.
That's big.
No, yeah, you're right about that. I mean, I think like everybody, first thing out the rip, you gotta be attractive.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
dog, if you're not attractive, it's just like that's gonna make everything just. It's down.
It's just not.
It's just not gonna work.
It's not
It's
gonna happen.
ideal. It's not
That's the
ideal.
thing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Conversation. wasn't it?
Yeah, like it won't even happen.
it won't even, yeah. So
You gonna wake
you
up
typically
to
not really gonna.
grizzly.
Well,
when
I
it-
mean, I won't say never, but 9 times out of 10, it won't even happen.
yeah, 9 times out of 10, you gotta have that attraction level. For me, I mean, mine's always just about conversation. Like you gotta
That's a
be
big thing.
like,
Yeah, that's I'm big on that too.
because typically like my conversation maybe stem from whatever. However, like I typically will just have random weird questions. I like perspectives. I like knowing interests and things like that. So those type of conversations, if we can have that, and it's not like a weird like if I just don't get I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like you don't really,
After
yeah.
a while,
Like
you
how do
like,
you?
"Dang,
Yeah, I need someone that.
Dumb.
Yeah,
Airhead.
yeah, like or like I mean, I just like to know that you think on that, or you're able to think on process that level. Maybe you don't always do it, but you can. Like you know, that's a
Go
good
there,
question.
yeah.
Let me think about it. Yeah.
Go there.
The other part of probably for me would just be as far as I typically like for you to be somewhat different than me. I feel like if you're a little bit opposite, then that's what make me interested because like you're different from me. Like I can get different perspective, a different angle. I'm like, dang, why you see it that way? Why you do it that way?
Let me ask you this: so, because it's the opposite, then would you find yourself sometimes when you're thinking something is right, like you're trying to make a decision on something, she's like, "Nah, I don't want to do it like that." You think that could cause some friction down the line? Let's say y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all are grown and stuff like that, but her personality is gonna come out as you
Yeah.
give time, and so
Mm-hmm.
you know, I can see opposites being good, but then I've seen it also where that can kind of be a detriment.
Well, yeah, I think going into that, you're absolutely right. I think going into that's why, like, for me, I always create that foundation. Like, as long as you create a foundation of communication and, like, trust where, like, I can take in your perspective openly and you can take in my perspective openly, and then we can make a decision either together or we may just have to be like, hey, let's just try it my way. And if I show that it don't work, then we can come through your way. But typically, like, I like that because either A, you have a different plan B perspective. Like, we both got the same plan and it don't work. Then we just like, oh, snap. Like, now what do we do? But, like, you be like, look, this is how I would typically do it. Well, this is how I would typically do it. And then now I have two options to choose from. I mean, that's kind of, or I just like to be like, well, how did you come to that conclusion? Because it pushes me, I think. It makes me think broader.
That ain't going to work. No.
Whether I go with it or not, yeah. But I mean, now you do have to, like I said, you do have to be someone that's open. Like, I mean, I think that's, for me, like, if you're open, that works. Like, it helps out. But I mean, I think if I was to pinpoint two things, other than attraction, like, I'd be like, conversation is key to me. I like to be a little bit opposite. I think we all would probably say we'd like for you to be somewhat of a challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
Guys, like, you got to be some type of challenge. Like, you don't want, like, you kind of want to feel like you kind of bagged your girl, but you don't want to be like too hard. But you thinking differently?
Nah, I'm just like, what are we? A challenge to make her your gal, or like what do you
challenge? Like she challenged you. She challenged you.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
this period.
I mean, maybe a little bit of getting her, but like still, like she challenges you. Like, I think we all kind of said like either like she want to see you grind and kind of push you up, and like even if it's like a cheerleader kind of challenge you, like you like dang, like she in my corner, I need to kind of do my thing, or like make you do something that's not typically your own. Like, you know, you want to be, as a man, you kind of want to be challenged, but ladies, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying challenge like just questioning everything.
Right.
That's a different challenge. Like you want someone that's gonna like, dang, bring the best out of you in different aspects
every day,
whatever that mean. But that don't mean like you gotta be my mama either, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you want to do. I mean, but still, I mean, I know you asked us like your ideal lady, but what about for you as far as guy perspective though?
I think for a guy, it's kind of the same thing. I don't need anybody that's gonna be easy. I need you to want to drive for yourself.
So by easy, like, what do you mean? Like, that's like, they're gonna let you run over them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Laid back,
if I could
like
run
just
over
let you do whatever.
No. I'm like Alonzo. I need that challenge. I need somebody that has that same drive and, you know, same hustle as me.
Yeah.
You know, you want to better yourself. And of course, you know, as a woman, our natural instinct, if she's a real woman, she's going to want to see you succeed, whether it's with her or without her. And yeah, so for me, if you could soak all that in and accept that, then hey, we can rock. Yeah.
So there's gonna be a push.
Easy like
with the so pretty much don't be a push.
Don't.
Whatever you want to do, baby.
Drop them.
Yeah, no,
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do, baby.
If I could do that, no, it's a whole.
I mean, at times there's times where you could just divert and be like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it is.
whatever
Yeah,
you
it is
different.
fine.
No, oh yeah,
Every
facts.
Every time you
Yeah,
bring
it up,
it's what
right,
it-
y'all,
whatever,
it's-
'cause I'm trying to see what you really gonna say. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But at the same time, don't tell me whatever you want to do every time.
Fact.
You know.
Right. Exactly.
So when y'all get that ideal woman, why do you think guys mess up?
I think one, they're not ready for it. Meaning, everybody doesn't realize, you know what I'm saying, what their blessings are when they're staring at them right there in the face. Sometimes if you're not ready there, like for yourself, then you know you can't really match that person's energy or match that person's spirit to where, you know, you just get removed from that situation. And then also, I think the social aspect has a lot to play into it too as well. Like, like social media and stuff like that.
I mean, for me, you may be. I guess, cause that's such a lady question to ask, to be like, well, why do you mess it up?
Yeah.
I could maybe follow up with like, maybe you just wasn't my ideal girl. So you thought you was my ideal girl and I messed it up, but in hindsight, you really wasn't my ideal girl, and that's why it ended up getting messed up. Like, cause you can have those components, but it still has to be somehow intertwined and meshed with how I like it. You know what I mean? Like, you could be like a a lady maybe can have conversation. She maybe can challenge me, but she doesn't do it in the same manner of how I like it. You know what I mean? Like, so just because you do have those components don't mean that still in line with my ideal lady. And I would maybe question, you could have been my ideal lady at that time. Like, but ideal lady for me at 21 may not be the ideal lady for me at 27.
True.
You know what I mean? And so I think a lady, like you said, when you say pushing each other and challenging, like we're both going to be evolving over time.
Facts.
And so the things that I wanted from you at this certain age may be changed. Like now that we older, like I may need you to hold it down in different facets. Like maybe more of my career, I need you maybe hold it down a little bit more on the house inside. Like we always talk about, like, lady, I need you to be my peace. You know, like, be my peace. Like you gotta know what my peace may be for me. Like you gotta know when to go get away from me to be my peace. You gotta know when to maybe you gotta come close to me. How to just hear what I gotta say. Every time I talk to you, I don't want to hear your opinion. Right? You gotta know how that works. So you gotta know, like, okay, I know. Let me just at least eliminate one thing he gotta worry about. So whether let me just go and do his laundry or do the laundry, or let me go and cook. You know what I mean? But like those little things, like for a male, like, you know, I'm out here grinding, tired, doing all of this, so let me eliminate some of the things from me on my end, and that's gonna make me want to do more for you as well. Like, don't think it's like, well, you ain't gonna do that for me either. Like, I may find different areas too, but to answer the question, my natural reaction was just like, well, how she just assumed that she was my ideal woman?
Yeah, I mean, but my thing, what the question was, why do you lose her?
Yeah, why do guys
mess it up?
And so I think you're talking about, like, if a guy realizes that he messed up, like, damn, I shouldn't have.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, just maybe selfish.
Yeah,
that's all that
maturity.
Come
you know what I mean? Just, I mean, but hey, players mess up. Straight up.
We act life.
I ain't gonna sit. People gonna sit and act like it's all good and gravy. Relationships gonna be 100 the whole time. Everybody gonna be happy, go lucky. It ain't how shit work, though. So
at all.
If you
males should get more passes than females, y'all think?
Yeah. Boy, yes.
No.
Hell yes.
Why no?
Come on,
why no?
man. Hell yes. We can say that for another time.
I mean,
but
everything
Niggas gotta be on all 10 at all times.
I just feel like, I mean, not that.
We gotta swallow so much pride, bro.
See, ladies want equality. I still believe in equity.
I'm good on the equality, fam.
Well,
that ain't how it go.
Like equality, like we're equal on a lot of stuff. But some things require
that's
equity.
Beyond me.
Like some things, like equity is like, you know, like you tailor to the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Like equality means everybody gets the same thing across the board. But like, let's say use a prime example. Let's say we all play sport. Let's say weightlifting, right? Like equality means we all putting 225 on the bench. Everybody got to do 225. Equity would mean be like, okay, why you can do this? We're gonna do what you can do. Like when you be coaching back, do 70% of your max.
Yeah, right.
That's equity.
Yeah.
Do what you know what I mean. So everybody can't do this. We can't put the same weight for everybody.
Yeah.
Same thing maybe in a relationship, like a dude equity. Like when they say double standard, like okay, well you gotta do equity. Like there's certain things that like you can't get that leash on. That maybe the male need the leash on because we're not equal. Like get that equal out of your head.
Get it out of
me.
Get it out of
here. Equal relationship.
Dog, that's a good ass point though, fam.
Like it's gonna fail. Like you
my
can't,
boy
you
put
not,
the weightlifting. Hey, good ass point right there, boy. Hey, I like that. Hey, I like that.
My 70% ain't the same.
Ain't the same.
You going to the career tonight, baby.
Hey,
talking about equity.
Equity thing.
You gonna walk in the door and drop the bag. Hey, we need to talk about this equity.
That's a good point.
It's so hard for equality.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but the moment you let that go, your relationship will expound beyond your means. If we all look we all come from 2-parent households, all of us.
Yeah.
And if we all look at those relationships, the mother have understood that she can't be equal to our fathers.
Right.
She's not fighting for that.
Yeah. She's not fighting for that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. She knows to take the back seat. Like, let them drive the boat, fam. Right. Sometimes you can drive that thing.
Yeah.
Right there, note. All them bad things little boy did.
Dog.
Come home.
But so I mean,
that's a
that,
good
I mean, I didn't mean to go on
Yeah.
a tangent, but
Yeah.
when you said it like equity, and I mean, with any ladies like quit fight for equality, I mean that's gonna be your, it's gonna be a detriment. Like,
Yeah, that'd be a downfall.
yeah, once you
Drive you
try
crazy.
to find how you can fit
Yeah.
into, you know, it's gonna sound sex, whatever. How you can find and position yourself and fit in his lifestyle, in his life going, because then I think the relationship will grow, and he's gonna definitely do what it takes to handle you responsibly and cherish you and things like that. But it's just like we come from sports background, like dog, like we are GM and coaches.
Yeah.
We got our system. We Golden State gonna choose players to help do the Golden State playbook, how they run. They let it come off the screen. I need some work and come off the screen and shoot. Vice versa. Now I may
That's
have
how
a whole
successful
different
teams work.
but I may have different perspective. Like same thing like Cowboys, we know they're gonna run the ball with Zeke. They ground and pound team. Then you gonna have maybe how Arizona will do air raid, and everybody got their own way how they play. Then I'm gonna pick players.
Just fit around.
That'll
with
help
you.
me be successful.
And the moment you come in there as athletes, you know when we all played, I gotta fit their system. I can't come in and play and be like, nah, coach, I don't do that.
Yeah, that's it. I don't do
You
that.
ain't gonna,
I don't do no tackling. though.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, buddy,
Yeah,
you
you
nah,
gonna come
then
sit
don't
right
have-
here
What
on this
you mean?
on this
Ain't gonna be
on this
playing
prime.
then, son.
You go to your coach and you be like, dog, what can I do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
To
get on
more
the
playing
phone.
time? What can I do to help this team grow?
I got these
Hey.
analogies, don't you?
Hey, my boy breaking
Nah,
it
it's gonna be
down.
hard to get that out of him.
We
So,
gonna
hey,
have-
what can I do to make your life better? It's gonna be hard to get that, but I feel you.
But you could do. I mean, you could maybe try to start off with doing that with her at first. Like, you know, what can I do to help this
Yeah,
grow and work? You know what I'm saying?
But,
Like, what
I mean,
areas?
You gotta. I mean, I feel like you have to say that. You have to bring that kind of stuff up in a relationship.
But we talking about dream girl.
yeah.
You don't have to necessarily bring it up, because if a woman is very observant and into you, she's gonna see where your weakness is, and she's gonna find out how she could be strong where you're weak.
But I'm saying, I think you still gotta communicate
Oh yeah,
all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, you
You don't
got
have
to.
communication, you ain't got nothing.
Exactly.
And as a guy, you got to be able to have those. Sometimes coaches will call you in.
Yeah.
Hey, let me call you
You
in.
gotta be able to take criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
both ways.
Take coaching.
Yeah, take
Constructive
coach- not
criticism, though.
Just coaching.
Because
Yeah.
there's gonna be a
Sometimes
fight.
you gotta run.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta run the film back. Hey, you remember when we went out the other night?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
you said this or you did this? I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I ain't like that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Or
real
you pick
talk
up-
though.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
that's real, bro. If you do that, it'll be better, bro. Just
Yeah.
do
It's
it.
gonna be
Like,
tough. It's
yeah.
gonna sound weird and awkward. Like, what you mean? You don't like that,
Communication.
nigga?
Yeah, that's communication. Because you could be doing it and think it's okay, but then she like, hold up.
Yeah.
But
Like,
then as a guy, y'all pride. That's what interferes.
I will
with-
say pride
I
is a
ain't gonna lie.
downfall.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got that bad.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This
what's
podcast
this
ain't
society?
for that. No. We ain't doing that on this podcast.
That's why
No,
we need a pass.
more pass.
Some more pass.
Yes, it is. No, yeah, but so now that I think that was a good conversation that we had. I mean, that was another week. A whole lot of them we already
Had them
Mhm.
analogies for. Hey, had them analogies for them.
way different
me.
coaching. Hey, you need
Y'all better write that shit down, y'all.
Well, you
Hey.
got people learn differently.
I said I'm
You
gonna
know
start
what I
working the DN.
I
I'm
like-
just going. So it's like wait.
Yeah, but just think of it. She lift weights, so she
Oh,
can
me.
speak that
I see you do a lot of weightlifting.
Be like, you know what? I came at you wrong. You know, 70% of the time when I do something.
So you trying to
Like when you're dead.
mean? So,
hey, I will bench for your love. What's happening? I got a
yeah,
bench.
that's funny, man. That
Nah,
is
so
Squat to your level.
funny. Yeah.
So I mean, so this last component is what we do is called a last bit of nothing. So where we give our take or our last take, we just do like a minute or two. We use free range. You can either promote something, you can give a motivational speech, you can just say whatever you want. It's your last bit of nothing. People to get a little bit more of you.
Real quick, Kim, how you get a shirt before me?
You know, I'm exclusive.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Music Junkie. For, you know,
Music
hooking up.
Junkie.
Yeah,
Shout out Music Junkie, man.
Clothing line.
Yeah.
Don't add them on IG.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
stay ready. Y'all need that whole lot.
Y'all ain't send no
That's
link.
More icy.
That's the brother-in-law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Shout out.
More
I'm
icy.
He
in.
plug.
Yeah,
He plug.
More
yeah,
icy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did send a text to the group text. I ain't got no sides.
I know. I did put it in. She put it in a group text. What size?
Oh, but Hollywood is not in the group text.
Oh, he's not in there though.
I don't have Hollywood.
Yeah, you don't have his number. Yeah.
Yeah, she sent
I
that.
had to add that to the.
They ain't exclusive
text.
then.
We're gonna have to make y'all a shirt called Milk Carton Boys.
Oh man.
Milk Carton
so
Boys.
What does that mean?
Milk carton, like like kids
Missing,
and
fam.
they
Kids,
put
the
milk
boys
carton.
are missing about 2-3 weeks.
Milk carton
Yeah, that
boys.
best
Like I
like
said,
yeah.
I was on my family ventures, so
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know where John was at.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
But nah, so whatever. So last bit of nothing, man. So we spit off. So we'll give you time. You can close it for us. Anybody want to pop it off out the gate? No.
What I got for the people today. That's kind of what I've been preaching.
Believe
I
in
guess.
heroes.
I'm a hero, but I've been kind of preaching the same thing week in, week out. Just I'm real big on doing what you love. You know, if you had a job that you feel like you're not really, ain't really doing much, you're kind of bored, whatever. Focus on your craft. Focus on building your skill up to where you become a master of your craft, to where you can live off of that. That way. You actually out here living and not necessarily, doing what somebody else is, wanting you to do. So, that's just it. That's just always what I preach, because I'm real big on that. So,
All right, John, last bit of nothing.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
But nah, real quick, I got a saying that I learned when I was pledging. 6 P's. All right. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. All right. So whatever you're doing, have a plan. All right. Plan properly for it. All right. Whether you a hooper, whatever you're doing, if you're a coach, you got a game plan, and if you want to start a business, whatever you're doing, just have a proper plan in place to prevent piss poor performance, to prevent you from not necessarily failing, but just not being as successful as you want to be. All right.
you got to execute that plan, too.
From not being successful as you want to be, but yeah, and then just execute it. But if the plan is solid,
Yep.
be good.
The first part is the plan. Can't
Yeah.
execute
Yeah.
it before you got the plan.
Right.
That's facts.
Plan gotta be solid, but
Okay.
real quick and sweet. That's me. 6 P's.
Watch last bit of nothing. All right, Jit, you got yours.
Yeah, I would have to say, man, yeah, man, just
Yeah, man.
man.
relax.
Just
It's coming. I
yeah,
just lost it.
dog.
It's coming.
Man.
Yeah,
Man.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but really take.
Go ahead.
Bring it back. Just really take time out to think back on the stuff that has gotten you to where you are. Like, actually take the time out. I know it sounds cliche. Yeah, look back on what really, it'll help you appreciate where you are, or where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So, self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's big. My last bit, nothing. Oh, I had it in there. I forgot it.
Duh.
No, I think mine was. Mine was just really just be you. At the end of the day, man, always be you, man. Quit trying to be what you either feel like somebody wants you to be, what they need you to be. People that's typically fake and try to blend into what your needs are, man. Just be you. Follow your own sword. At the end of the day, either people gonna accept you for who you are, or they not. And the moment you can accept that, it's okay with being you, that's fine. Like, we want you to be one-on-one. I think we all in here are completely different in a lot of different ways, but yet this all somehow works and it meshes very well. People get different things, feedbacks, and we all would do things completely differently. But that's what makes us us. And I think that's what makes us appreciate and value each and every one of us, because when you speak to Watt, you're going to get one response. You speak to Jizzle, you're going to get one response. You speak to John, speak to me, you're going to get something different because we're who we are. I think people, it's kind of going back to really love who you are, but just don't be afraid of being who you are. And I think that's really important. Some people, especially younger kids, trying to find themselves or who am I, just be you. And that's all you really can be. Don't try to be nobody else.
There it is.
Well, for me, I'm going to get real emotional with it. as
snap.
a big sister, seeing y'all grow up, you know, this is my blood brother, but I look at all y'all as my brothers. And I want to say that I'm proud of y'all. Seeing y'all grow from, I know, Bobby when he was yay high, you know, y'all back in high school, and just seeing y'all's bond. You don't get genuine friendship like that. You know, you get the people, like you say, that, you know, switch up on you and that kind of stuff. But just seeing y'all all grow in y'all's own lives and become men, and then even with this podcast, you know, y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all really are.
Appreciate that.
Yep. That
Trying
being
to-
said,
Trying to.
is if we gonna stay on the emotional tip, you know, R.I.P. Shay. You
Yeah.
know, that was just one too. I know y'all don't really, I don't think really wide know nothing, but I mean, speaking of friendship and things like that, like, cause you don't know, man, when your friends gonna be gone, man. You really don't.
You don't.
So, R.I.P. Shay.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, that was my best friend for 15 years. My birthday's tomorrow. On the 2nd, she had passed away. Going in just thinking she had toothache. Come out, she had cancer and was gone within 2 weeks.
Yep.
So you never know. And at the age of 30, you know, with 3 kids, you never know, you know, how life can switch up.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's like, you know, I'm still trying to get through it and find the new me, because every move I made with her. And just seeing y'all's bond and how y'all have each other, like, that's the bond that we had. But it's opened up my eyes that life is too short.
Yeah.
So cherish the moments that you do have together. That way you make memories for your kids to go based off of.
Yeah, that's why I was saying something big on the self-reflection tip. Cause,
Right.
you know, when I was saying that, I was thinking about, you know, my mom passing, not taking, you know what I'm saying, actually thinking about the days, you know,
Right.
days are turning to years. Next thing you know, you 35, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so you gotta focus on self-reflection and where you are. So,
Oh, yeah.
For sure, man.
No, for sure, yeah. But yeah, that being said, last little shout out and run off, man. Shout out to Radio Therapy, man. It's another outstanding podcast that we just gave you boys, man. We have Radio Therapy, man. So shout out to Big Terrence on that. And then our events once again. The event on the 17th.
Yeah, 17th. Everything is gonna be down here. All right, I'm putting the links down here below. Open bar. I forgot what exactly it's called again.
So it's a DFW Wine and Whiskey.
Yeah, so DFW Wine and Whiskey, networking, live music, good vibes, good people, open bar, man. We're gonna be giving away 2 VIP tickets as well.
Yeah.
So
It's a Saturday, man. It's a good event, man.
yeah.
good
Go ahead and
deal.
support, show love, whether it's to us or something that you're looking to do on a Saturday. I think it's a good move. I shot my shot. She may be there. You'll find out
Yeah.
if she was there or not, man.
She's gonna be sitting right here
Definitely
next on the
gonna
next
follow up.
episode.
Yeah, keep it tuned. We're going to give you some updates.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
And so I'm the one in the middle.
Did it?
Nah. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we got our event, man. Flyers about to drop, man.
Yeah.
I promise you, man. We just been busy with our own personal lives, but trying to get it to you. August 24th, man. A whole lot of nothing, man. First annual, we're gonna do bowling and bullshitting, man. We got an event, man. We're gonna have everybody come out. We're gonna do a little bit of live podcast there. We have bowling. We're gonna have dominoes, man. Get your team, cause I'm telling you, we bowls out here, man.
Hey,
And we
niggas
bold, man.
bold.
We challenge
Niggas
all
bold
teams,
for
man.
real, for
200
real.
Club.
Hey, man, that was a while ago. I'm trying to redeem myself.
That was
I
luck.
fell off kind of briefly.
That was luck.
You in the 3?
Cat Club.
That boy 3.
Boy,
3 points?
Yeah.
Nah, 300 minus 300.
got the app on the bowling app.
Oh, on the bowling app.
Yeah. So I mean, so that
The
being
Wii.
said, man, we got
The Wii.
events coming. It's gonna be a busy August, man. Mess with us, follow us. We're gonna try to push. We're trying to get these things going. A lot of stuff going on, but hey, it's a whole lot of nothing. You just heard a whole lot of nothing. We out.
We out.
Whole lot of nothing, yo.